Kai, aloha, how's it going? E, welcome, how you doing? Phantom, how's it going? Welcome. Wow. Okay, so yeah, before we get started, I'm gonna do the usual stuff. Yeah, been a while. Hope you've been doing well in these trying times. Nice seeing you again. Ugh. Do blah 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 blah. Useless. Okay, before I get started, I'm gonna do the typical stuff I do when I hop on. Gonna check to see if there's anything new in the shops, the shell out machine, all that good stuff, and Splatnet 3. Any potential new gear in Splatnet 3? Let us see. I did not intend for that to rhyme, but now I'm glad that it did. Okay, empty helmet. Yep, right there. Varsity jacket. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Oop. Yep, okay. And blue low tops. I am very certain I have those. There they are. Good. Okay. Let's see. Black Inky Rider. Do I have that actually? I'm pretty sure I do. Yep, right there. Okay. Punk Knights. Something I don't get about the Punk Knights is that are they just supposed to be the Punk Blacks, but they changed the name from Blacks to Knights? Or are they just a really dark shade of black? I don't know. Really interesting. Sunny climbing shoes. Do I have those? Yes, I got them right here. Neon Sea Slugs. I am very certain I got those right here. Barazushi Wrap, whatever it's called. Yeah, right here. Freaking Nathan Drake shirt over here. The souls are darker? Yeah, I thought so. So, imagine the Punk Blacks actually come back and they're just gonna be kind of a lighter variant. That'd be kind of cool. There's a lot of clothing I'd like to see return. And purple high horses. Yep, that's on the last page. Okay, so nothing new on Splatnet 3. As expected. Hap, how's it going? Welcome. You're wearing the Punk Blacks? Nice. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool boots, not gonna lie. Okay, let's check the shops. Anything new? Nope. Nope. And nope. How about here? Wow. Nothing new at all. You're telling me I have every new piece of gear in the game currently? I have every piece of gear in the game in general currently? Is that what you're telling me, Nintendo? Cool. Actually, what's for Salmon Run right now? Meh. From 2 to 4. I still have yet to calculate that. Gosh darn it. That was your old sweater in Splatoon 2? Nice. Okay, so, private battles. With viewers. I don't know why they say solo when you can't even do it solo. You have to select with friends. Okay, same password, 1, 0, 0, and 8. Let's do it. Omega, how's it going? Welcome. PBs indeed. Doing good? That's good to hear. Didn't notice the title. It's cool. Did it update? Let me see. Oh no, it's what it should say. let's just see here. What should I use? Ugh. I wish there was a faster way. I mean, a lot of people are saying that if you want a salmon, if you want ability chunks really quickly, the best way to do it is salmon run. But you have to play past the daily rewards and just keep grinding for those other boxes, because I think they're like guaranteed to have, the gear, which you can scrub for, ability chunks. But the thing is, you have to. First of all, the map has got to be a good one. The weapons have got to be good, and the matchmaking has got to be good. Otherwise, you're gonna be there for quite some time. Oh boy. Your keyboard's split in two. Oh boy. A new keyboard. You're eating something greasy? Ugh. I mean, grease does add to the flavor, don't get me wrong, but too much grease is, a really bad thing. I mean, that kind of reminds me of that SpongeBob episode where Mr. Krabs just dumps this huge thing of excess grease behind the chum bucket. And Plankton actually used it because it tasted good to make people come in and actually, eat there. And then Mr. Krabs saw that happening and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the same thing. And it just got to the point where people just... They ended up basically feeding people nothing but grease. Like, the very last thing on the menu that Mr. Krabs added was literally just grease soup. It was literally just, heated up grease in a bowl. He was just flat out feeding people the grease. Flat freaking out. Dang. Oh, you fix it? Nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We can start off with a 3v3. Oh, never mind. I'll go ahead and spectate the first one. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 4v4. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. Not that grease. Oh. You don't want to get grease on your Pro Controller. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously. Don't want any crumbs on it either. Waiting for players to get ready. For real. Nintendo. The first thing that happens is a communication error. Thank you. You gotta be joking. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Yeet! Rosalina and Luma. The funny thing is, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. My friend code is in the description. We got room for one more. Now, as I was saying, something funny. I'm not sure how many of you guys know this, but apparently, way back during Smash Wii U and 3DS, the reason Ice Climbers were absent from the game is because Nintendo didn't want to implement, a dual fighting kind of player. But yet, they were okay with introducing Rosalina and Luma, who are clearly that exact same thing. Oh, but we know Rosalina's all, the fan service. Like, I'm glad they introduced her to the series, but it's like, you leave out Ice Climbers for a reason that you soon just completely, like, just said screw it with. What? Ice Climbers have been around since the frickin' I think the 64 version. Though I think it was just one of the Ice Climbers in that one. Exactly, it doesn't make sense. We don't want a dual fighter as one fighter. Oh, but we're gonna introduce Rosalina and Luma. There, we have a dual fighter. Screw Ice Climbers, who deserve to be in that game. Ouch, I thought I hit that. Guess not. Bleep, 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 bleedly doo, made by Nintendo. This thing is no match for my object damage. And neither is the Spider Tank. Spider Tank just gets obliterated now, holy shoot. Oh, that wasn't even... You requested me? Okay, I'll accept it as soon as I do... I always do roughly 2 matches per lobby, so... Or no, actually, hold on. What I end up doing is 1 of each game mode per lobby, so... Yeah. I'm surprised I had... Wait, do I even have room on my friends list? I'll be surprised if I do, honestly. My friends list is always full. Jump, jump, jumpity jump. Ouch. Nice knife. I like this remix. It's actually pretty catchy. Oh yeah, what do you guys think of the new changes they made in the most recent update? One of the I think the biggest highlight of it was the weird change they made to Ninja Squid. Like, they made it so that your swim speed is no longer slowed down, but I can't stack swim speed up with it, so the swim speed is, you know, set. But, like, to balance it out, they made it so that the first half second of swimming, you still leave ripples behind. But after that half second is up, it goes back to how Ninja Squid typically works. So I feel like that update was specifically made for that tweak to Ninja Squid, but they just threw in a bunch of different things for it as well. Which was really interesting. So it was like both a nerf and a buff to Ninja Squid. Your swim speed is the default, but you can't stack swim speed up with it. And it's still leaves ripples for the first half second. So that's pretty interesting. Blue, how's it going? Welcome. Okay, so, Omega, I'll accept your request as soon as this lobby is reset, which is literally after the next 4 matches, because Splatfest Turf Wars aren't in this game. Hopefully they will be after the Turf Wars. But, please let me know what your Switch username is, so I know who it's coming from, and I will accept it momentarily. Doctor, how's it going? Welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks good. Ooh, it's on the new map. Go to your aunt's house. That's cool. Hope you have fun there, though. I can't talk. Hope you have fun there, though. Not the best map for the E-Leader. No, I feel like the E-Leader in this game is good on just about every map due to the really weird design to it. Though this is probably the one exception. Because this map actually has is actually pretty well designed. Using the pencil. Oh boy. Dooley GYT. Okay, got it. Thank you. Down. So many walls. Like, literally, the redesigns of the maps that are returning, along with the maps that come with the game by default, are pretty much just copy and pasted port macros. It's, like, really, really bad. And that's why the E-Leader in this game in particular is actually really, really strong. Because it's just long-range, narrow, like, hallways. Neat! See if that hits anybody? Nope. Lend them your booyahs. Ouch. Do-do. Well. I mean, I think Ninja Squid now is actually pretty good, considering the fact that you don't need to pair it with swim speed up to make it better. So now I think Ninja Squid is actually pretty viable. At first, not so much. But now I think it's actually pretty good. The changes they made to it are pretty decent. Yikes! Hello, hello, hello. Yes, torpedo. Wow, it actually got you. Gonna play some turf? Alrighty. That should keep you occupied for a minute. Yeah, I feel like with this weapon, the most important ability you could have is Inksaber main, because of just how much you're gonna be swinging the main thing. Ouch. Yas. Nansum, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? As you can see, I mean, actually, I could double down on the whole stealth aspect by using stealth jump and sub-res just to reduce the tracking time of point sensors, angle shooters, and ink mines. But the thing is, I'm not sure what the optimal amount is yet. In Splatoon 2, all you needed was one sub of freaking pump defensive DX. In this game, I'm not sure how it works. Yeet! Gonna stand here and guard the zone. Ouch. Doing well? Good to hear. Good to hear. If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome to. My friend code is in the description. Though I will be accepting it as soon as I play one of each game mode. Booyah! And the buff they gave to the triple ink strike, I like the fact that they cover more ground now, more turf, which is nice, but I do not think that they needed the damage buff at all. They just pretty much turned it into an insta splat. Like, I don't think they needed that buff, if I'm being honest. Got a DC in one match? Yeah, I get used to those, because DCs happen very frequently in this game. More frequently than any Splatoon game. In fact, I'd argue more frequently than any online shooter. Like, I don't know how they botched it up so badly. Yikes, I did not want to fall on that side. Ouch. Oh, well, I got rid of that at least. Nah, nah, nah. I think something that would be pretty cool is if you do when you do a squid surge or a squid roll, it refills your ink just slightly faster. As far as how fast it splash you. Yeah, I don't think the triple ink strike needed the damage buff. I did think it needed the turf coverage buff, but not the damage buff. You were doing ranked. It's cool. Next up, tower control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wouldn't have used the pencil. I mean, that weapon I think would be pretty good for splat zones if you primarily use it to ink the zone. Its kit does not really help it out at all, though, if I'm being honest. Tacticooler? Yeah, it's nice to have the faster strafing speed, but Tacticooler is best on weapons that are going to be, like, on the front lines with your team, so you can let everyone get a drink from it. You're going to be in the back lines for that thing. I'm not sure what Nintendo was thinking with that special for that weapon. Chief, how's it going? Welcome. The funny thing is, the description for Ninja Squid says leave no trace while swimming. Yet you still leave a trace while swimming. It's not the ripples, but it's the, lining, the lines that you create. Which, with some ink colors, can still be very clear as day. It's as if you don't even have Ninja Squid on. Yellow is one of them, just due to how bright it is. Just due to how bright the color yellow is in this game, you can see a Ninja Squid's trail. Clear as freaking day. Yoink! Ooh, gotta move, gotta move. Hello. Jeez, I'm surprised I actually managed to get that. Ninja Pawn, how's it going? Welcome. Oh. I got one person. The other one jumped right off. They'll be coming around the corner when they come. They'll be coming around the corner when they come. They'll be coming around the corner to retake control of the tower. They'll be coming around the corner when they come. I actually wanted to do the Mario with the hammer that time, but out of sheer habit, I yeeted it instead. It's funny because the hammer is still kind of glitchy. Sometimes I'll do that thing where you jump and then swing it with that little flip in the air, and I still will completely miss my target. So I don't think Nintendo fully fixed it. It's still kind of buggy. It's a cool special, but it doesn't function properly. Crab tank, go away. But yeah, I'm hoping they nerf freaking... I hope they get rid of that damage buff they gave the freaking crippling strike because it did not need it. There are so many people using Tentactech now, it's ridiculous. First it was the Splash, and now it's the Tentactech? Seriously, it's weird. Nintendo just doesn't know how to balance things properly. They go from one meta to another. Like, no, just nerf the crab tank. That's all you had to do. That is literally all you had to do was nerf the crab tank. You didn't need to buff, like, 2 more specials to help combat it. You just needed to nerf what the problem was. But no, now as a result, we have 2 completely broken specials. Courtesy of Nintendo being all like, oh, but we want to continue to see the Splash in our, you know, high-ranking... We want to Splash. It's like, no, Nintendo, no. Balance your game. That's all you gotta do. It's simple. Aerospray needs more damage. Actually, no, it doesn't. If that was a 4-hit splat weapon, it would be very overpowered. It's right where it needs to be. It's a turfing weapon and nothing more. I personally don't like the Aerosprays that much. But the thing I do like about them is that they actually originate from a story mission in Splatoon 1, making them kind of unique. Which is something I can get behind. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. You have to go somewhere for a sec? It's cool. I'll put you on spectate for the remainder, I guess. Well, sorry, but the comment didn't show up until like 5 seconds after I selected, you know, go. So, oh wait, I can cancel. No, can I actually... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, what's the point of canceling if you can't, you know, fix the teams? What's the point of canceling if you can't actually do that? It's cool. Do what you gotta do. Actually, now would be a good time to accept those friend requests, though, actually. So, cancel means unready. Yeah, it's not exactly cancel, it's just more like a, hold up, let me change something. Okay, someone said there, there we go. Family things to do, it's cool. So chose the worst time. Lols. It's cool. Just have fun and stay safe as you're doing it. Okay, so I thought this person was on my friends list. And you are okay. Thank you for letting me know. Let me guess. Anytime now, thanks. Jeez. Dang, that takes forever. Okay, now I'll add this person too, because I know who they are. Of course, I need to delete someone in order to do so, because... Nintendo. Okay. Let's see, who do I not play with? Okay, I remember you. I remember you. I don't want to get rid of this friend because the profile pic matches the name really nicely, but unfortunately I do not recall who they are, so yeah. Hydro funny weapon. I don't think it needed a Booyah Bomb, to be honest. But that's a very interesting pairing. I mean, the remix, the Heavy Splatling remix had a Booyah Bomb, but that's the remix we're talking about. The Hydra, on the other hand, I don't really think needs that. Yeah, where's a charger with the Booyah Bomb? Watch the next E-Leader kit get a Booyah Bomb. Welcome, hey Doctor, how's it going? Okay, let's go. Same password? 1008, let's do it. Paul, how's it going? Salutations, malefactors! Oh wait, no. Match settings, please. Okay, we did tower control last, so Rainmaker is next. I'm endeavoring to best appropriate the formulary for affordable combustibles. Who will join me? Frickin' A. Plankton is one of the best characters and still is to this day. And we can thank the fact that one of his, his voice actor is one of the original writers for the show. So whenever there's an episode centered around Plankton, they're going to get the character right. Oh, don't question it. Okay, don't worry, we won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Una más, por favor. I'm still debating whether I should stick with this shirt or go back to my Octo tee. I am really unsure. I like this one because it's blue, my favorite color, but the Octo tee I think is more recognizable on me. I don't know. It's really hard to decide. It's like, what do I do? Stick with this one because, I like the fact that it's, blue, my favorite color, or do I go back to the Octo tee? I have blue shift moto boots, which are blue, but when it comes to anything blue on my character, I would like it to be the shirt because that's like the most noticeable part. On your gear, you only have one set. It's cool. I like the fact that you can actually fully customize your gear now. It's really cool. Doesn't go as well with the blue moto boots. I know, that's what I'm thinking. The shirt and the moto boots are practically matching. But it's really hard. I like my Octo tee. But I also like this one because it's, blue. But oddly enough, this was very similar to the Octo tee. It's got like the wristbands and stuff, just a little different, and its main ability was Haunt originally. So, very similar. Briscoe Splatoon random rotation. Hey Kirby, how's it going? Welcome. And yeah, that's actually pretty sad because the Grisco Splatana is really freaking good. But I'm sure it'll make an appearance once again in a future rotation, so... Change the main slot. I know, seriously. We're no longer limited to what Nintendo gives us. Now, we're in control. Oh, I did not want to jump. I did not want to jump. No! Do it. Slam dunk. Okay, we're good. Evil Cloth, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? They have the Rainmaker. It's time for them to make it rain. I'm garbage. But that's nothing new. good. Wait, did I not? Oh, someone else got them. I was like, how did I not get him? Pick up Splatoon and Stamper. And it works really well with quick respawn hunt. Actually, yeah, because a little fun fact: quick respawn has an added ability they gave it for this game. If you splat the person that is affected by the haunt effect of the shirt, if you splat them, it gives them the respawn Punisher effect. However, if they splat you again, you do not get the respawn Punisher effect, so it's literally on their end. But you have to be the one that splats them, though. If a teammate splats them, then I think the effect is a huff or something. So it's very situational, but it's very powerful. Oh. I wanted to toss it over the shield. Ouch. Do-do-do-do. Go. Ooh, almost made it. I have got the ultimate object damage. I don't know what pairing object shredder with this weapon would be like. Oops. Okay, that's not a good spot to be. Thanks for the ink. Double. What is going on? I don't even know. Ouch. Subspace, how's it going? Welcome. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about yourself? On Splatoon is insane. I know, their object damage is already really freaking high. They can tear through a Booyah Bomb with, I think, just 3 slashes. But they gotta be direct hits. And they gotta be charged. Ooh, that was a hit somehow. Ouch. Alright. Stubbed your toe yesterday? Yeah, stubbing your toe frickin' sucks. I'll have you know, I stubbed my toe last week while watering my spice garden, and I only cried for 20 minutes. Hurry, toss it! Oh, dang it, it wasn't the Rainmaker carrier. Yay! Persona. Been in the Persona face all week. Nice. Ooh. There's someone over here. Uh-oh, someone on my team DC'd. No. Ray, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? You been playing Splatoon since the patch dropped? Been missing Splatfest? Dang. The new patch is actually pretty good. Dylan, how's it going? Welcome. Join at 6 because you just finished playing. Oh, gotcha. Though I'm not sure what time that is for you. I'm going to be streaming for another hour and 20 minutes. Miss Big Run on Wahoo World. You didn't really miss much, to be honest. It was basically just Salmon Run on a multiplayer map. It wasn't anything like too special. It was interesting. I mean, it did raise the catalog a little bit, which was nice. So you weren't invisible for the first 30. Yeah, so for the first half second, you still leave ripples, but at the same time, your swim speed is no longer reduced, which is really cool. Worry about abilities. Actually, you'd be surprised. Abilities make a pretty big difference in this game. Worry about style? Well, that's a good thing, because now you can have something that is both functional and fashionable. At the cost of grinding for like freaking 2 months at a time. Or if you want to gain them nice and quickly, in a really tedious fashion, just grind the living heck out of Salmon Run. But I will only do that if the map is a good one, and if the weapons in the rotation are good ones. What if MPU comes back? That would be freaking stupid. It's got no reason to come back at all. Unless, of course, they made it so that none of the effects are damage up in any way, shape, size, design, or form. If they're all purely unique, like, effects on every weapon, then yeah, that'd be cool. But if any of them at all is damage up, no. Don't do that. Nintendo saw the backlash to that, so they'd be darn freaking stupid to do it again. Unless they like getting freaking cussed out and dissed. Jeez. So many chunks and drinks it, so it's all fashionable. Yeah. Jermaine needs it so much, MPU is not even funny. What is Jermaine exactly? If it's Dynamo, they actually did give it a slight damage increase in the most recent patch. You think the balance patch would just give some changes to MPU on Splatoon 2? Yeah, the firing duration. Yeah, it's like they're implementing MPU, but in a less direct way. But as long as they make it so that it doesn't have like the effect of 3 mains and 9 subs, then that's fine. If it's to the point where a weapon needs it, like the tri-stringer, yeah, then yeah, that'd be cool. Glugas, they do 105 damage. Aren't they a 2-hit after dodge rolling though? Or was that with a certain amount of MPU? I mean, imagine this. An effect for the Splatoon Viper with MPU wouldn't be damage up, but rather it would be a slightly wider attack range. Like, the wave would fan out just a little teeny tiny bit wider. I think that would help it out due to online latency. Use no special power up, yeah. The crab tank is now 1 second less. Yay! What a nerf! People are still gonna use it because what's 1 extra second, right? I can't stand how they tried to make other weapons be able to combat the crab tank, thus making, you know, triple ink strike now ridiculously busted because of how quickly it can splat people. Instead of just flat out nerfing what the main issue was. It's like they just gave it a 1 second a nerf to make it look like they were nerfing it, but no, that doesn't change a thing at all. It literally changes nothing. Because all the skilled person needs is like 5 seconds with that thing to be able to get a crew wipe. So what's 1 extra second, Nintendo? You're trying to artificially make it look like you're actually doing something right? I don't think so. But yeah, so now we have 2 completely broken specials. The crab tank still being one, and now the triple ink strike with how quickly it splats people. It did not need that damage buff at all. It really didn't. The turf coverage buff, yeah, I think it needed that because triple ink strike was kind of underwhelming, admittedly. But the turf coverage buff is nice, but the damage buff was not something it needed. I'm sorry. So now instead of fixing the problem, you made 2 problems, Nintendo. Good job. How counterintuitive. Got done dirty making it 3 shots out of me. I know, they make it so that you can only do 10 sloshes on a full ink tank. And the special charge is much higher. I don't think it needed the special penalty, but I do think it needed the ink penalty. Because that weapon is kind of busted, admittedly. And the kit is just really solid. Fizzy Bombs and Booyah Bomb. And you can find that with the fact it's on a sloshing machine. That is a very powerful combination. So yeah, the ink reduction nerf I think it needed, but not the special reduction nerf. Because it wasn't the best at building it up regardless. If anything, the crab tank needs to be 220. Especially on the splash. Don't fall asleep, Switch. But Nintendo was like, oh, we're gonna give it to a weapon that doesn't need that nerf. Like, I don't know what Nintendo's doing anymore. I really don't. It's like they're just pretending to make changes for the sake of making it look like they're fixing the game, but in actuality, they're just being counterintuitive as possible while doing it. Seriously, it defeats the purpose entirely, because now instead of one broken special, we now have 2 broken specials. So thank you for that, Nintendo. It's only your 3rd installment in the series, so you should know how to do this by now. Have crab tanking? Yeah, it should be 220. I think every weapon that has crab tank can build up relatively quickly. By the brush bump. Wow. Just run into you. The next Splatfest will be in late February. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this room real quick. So more people can join. Jacket, how's it going? Welcome. This time I'm gonna switch over to the I want to lose weapon. This thing needs a tremendous damage buff. I'm not even joking. Holy cow, dude. Sometimes it'll take me 5 indirect hits to splat someone with this thing. That is not okay. Moonchai, how's it going? Welcome. That and this weapon also needs a better kit. Literally, I tossed, okay, one time I was doing Rainmaker, and I tossed, Toxic Mist in front of the little, gold checkpoint thing, and it did not slow them down in the slightest. They still went right through the Toxic Mist and swam up that thing like they had 3 mains of swim speed. Toxic Mist in this game is just garbage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will spectate. Get your Zodiac animal? I did. I get it. Japan technically celebrates Valentine's Day. Interesting. Yoink. Jeez. Maybe at Mario Day. Potentially. They actually nerfed the Splatoon wiper as well. And not really nerfed it, they just made it so that you need 10 extra points to get your special. Which to me was kind of dumb. I'm not saying that because I made the weapon. It gets its special really quickly regardless. So those 10 extra points don't change a thing. But the thing is, the special that it has is still kind of buggy. So it's like you need extra time to gain a special that's either hit or miss. Quite literally and figuratively. So it's like, yeah, not sure what Nintendo was thinking with that. Oh yeah, they weren't thinking. Durr. They might have had... Oh no, because the same person, they splattered me, and they only had I think 3 subs of it, of swim speed. And they were using a mid-weight weapon, so their swim speed wasn't really the fastest either. So yeah, Toxic Mist does literally zip not a thing in this game. It is so bad. Ooh, the bronze shallot machine reward. Nice. 10 of each ability chunks. I have yet to get a silver and a gold one. Are there any other isn't there gift another day? Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see who we got here. Yeah, Crab Tank is still very busted. I think another reason the Splash got a lot of attention is because of the new Squid Surging and Squid Roll abilities. Meaning you can literally Squid Surge up a wall and still maintain perfect accuracy when, you know, firing at somebody who's on a ledge, eliminating the, alleviating the need for intensify action, making people have more liberty with their builds. And same with the Squid rolling. You maintain perfect accuracy while airborne, so I think that's another reason that the Splash got a lot of attention, because it's like, oh, it's got perfect accuracy by default. Let's abuse the new abilities. Yeah, the bronze is 10 of each ability chunks, which is really nice. Given how I'm still trying to decide on what I'd like my setup to be. Hello. Jeez. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Na, 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 na. Boom. And there's the white hat. The funny thing is, really early in this game's life cycle, I was thinking about manning the Splash because of the fact that I had perfect accuracy, and I wanted to try and utilize that with the new abilities, but I just really didn't end up liking the weapon that much. I liked the Neo Splash Omatic from Splatoon 2 a lot better. Yeah, it still has burst bombs like it does in this game, but Suction Bomb Rush was freaking fun. And oddly enough, that was 220 points required to get. So I don't know why they didn't use that for the Crab Tank. All the more reason to make it 220 points to gain. Cause dress up and candy. Halloween. That's definitely one of my favorites. But I think my all-time favorite is Christmas. Christmas just hits different. According to our custom fests. Lols. Okay, so Splat Zones, I shall remain on spectate, so you guys can have some fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello, Toxic Mist, that's literally gonna do nothing. Look at that, even the slowest moving target can outrun the killer whale while in Toxic Mist. Like, seriously? You just missed joining? Crud. Well, you'll be able to next round though, at least, so that's good. Slingshot or Carbon? It's up to you. Though the Carbon Roller Deco in this game is actually pretty busted, all things considered. Na 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 na. Here we go. Orange County, everyone. I mean, at least it gives you a reason to go out with some friends and family and loved ones. I don't know why, but in this game in particular, Splatoon is actually pretty rough when you're playing with higher level players. I don't know what it is. Typically, you think that'd be the best, ranked mode to start off with for new players because it's very similar to Turf War. But in this game, it's actually pretty darn rough, and I think that's mainly on account due to some of the weapons and their kits. Like, a lot of weapons in this game just completely cover the zone, and those same weapons have displacement specials. So it's like they can take the zone and make people get away from the zone. Jeez. Gotta do another thing? It's cool. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, speaking of weapons that do that, it's even got a curling bomb to boot. I really hope that the next Splatana kit, the Splatana Wiper specifically, gets a Fizzy Bomb as its sub-weapon. Because it's a really quick weapon, but it's got no real means of closing in on people. The torpedo kind of helps, but its use is very limiting because it's, one, very expensive on ink, and two, can get shot down, so I think a Fizzy Bomb would be a lot better because you'd be able to force people to move because they will take damage from the Fizzy Bomb itself, which you can combo into with the Splatana Wiper, and you get to actually swim up. Yeah, you could argue you could use the main weapons attack for that purpose, but I think that's a little more predictable. Besides, people aren't going to move out of the way of the main attack because it does very little damage. But combined with the Fizzy Bomb's damage, it'll kind of force them to have to move, or they can get comboed into, so I think a Fizzy Bomb would be a really solid pairing for a Wiper. As for its special, I think Booyah Bomb would be nice to have. But I also think Trizuka would actually be really good, just for the long-range defensiveness. Now as for the freaking Tri-Stringer, yeah, if the next kit doesn't have burst bombs, it's already not going to be good. It needs burst bombs, it really does. And the special, I think, mainly on account due to the its recent buff, I think Triple Link Strike would be good because its object damage is pretty terrible. Karen, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? With an Inkjet special currently Tri-Slosher and Ballpoint Splatling. And to think if they brought the Splashdown into multiplayer, we'd have a little more variety with the specials. But then again, this is Nintendo. They probably only put it on one kit. G to the G's. It's just all kinds of messed up because of the low mission rank. I know, seriously. The matchmaking in this game is actually pretty bad in general. Oh, wait. No, wait, can I adjust? What did I just do? Okay, so now Paul can get in. Sheesh. But a stamp, but you didn't die, but your teammate did. I know, they say Nintendo supposedly fixed the Ultra Stamp, but no, it's still kind of, it's still kind of broken. It still kind of doesn't really work. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got room for one more. And I believe Paul said he wanted to join. Smashy, how's it going? There's a snake in my boot. Lols. Day one of waiting for a Gluga buff. This would be like day whatever for me for waiting for a Tri-Stringer buff. I can't complain. How about on your end? How you doing? They didn't fix it. No, I think they just pretended to fix it. Pretty good. Well, it's V Day. We're taking it easy. Nice. Again, happy V-Day to your mother. Hope she has a fun, safe, and exciting one. Jeez. Splatoon 4, and it's day 1289 of waiting for a Gluga buff. I mean, the Glugas in this game at least have the Kensa kit, so... Or the Kensa 52 gal kit, which was a pretty powerful kit, actually. Gonna go anti-fun. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Can you join if Paul doesn't? I mean, let's see, tower control, and then I believe Rainmaker is next. So I do one of each game mode, and then I reset the lobby. So if you didn't get the chance to join this one, I'll make sure that you're in the next one. Diddly doo, doo boo boo. Doesn't like Glugas or Dualies. Nintendo doesn't like their fans in general. Oh, you wanted this? Too bad. Tyler, how's it going? Welcome. Okay, so the code for my room is 1008. However, if you're not on my friends list, you'll have to send me a friend request first, which you can find in the description. Or if you're friends with someone in the lobby currently, that could also work. Yeah, my friends list is full once again. It's always full. I can literally delete everyone on it and it would still be full. Oh look, it's a really poorly designed returning stage. Visually it's really nice, but the way it plays is hot garbage. That freaking 5 helmet looks pretty cool in the color blue. No, next match will be Rainmaker, I believe. Then after that will be Clan Blitz, and then we'll reset the room. I do one of each game mode per lobby. Old Mahi. Seriously. Yeah, I hear this map was rushed, but I say the game was rushed in general. And despite having 2 months of delay, quote-unquote, it's still pretty freaking unpolished for what it is, especially given how this is Nintendo's 3rd installment in the series, and they're reusing all the assets, so what is their excuse for it being as bad as it is? Like, there is no excuse. They just cut corners and said, screw it. Dang. Hey, blasters in tower control. They're really powerful in tower control because they hit around the tower. So yeah. Which is one reason I really dislike tower control. It's like that one game mode where one weapon is just completely, you know, the best to use for it. What went wrong for Splatoon 3? Nintendo being greedy is what went wrong with Splatoon 3. 2 months delay and got Xenoblade Chronicles 3 out 2 months early, and they nominated it for yeah, seriously. And Splatoon 3 was nominated best, what was it, like best family or multiplayer game of the year. Yeah, I think the people that nominated it clearly didn't really play the game because it's only playable like 25% of the time. The other 75% are all communication errors. Best multiplayer game of the year. Yay! A game that's only playable less than half the time. Yeah, I don't think so. Lost best family game to Kirby, but you're not mad about the result. I mean, I can see why. But I'm still surprised that Sonic Frontiers didn't win Best Soundtrack of the Year. I mean, yeah, the God of War soundtrack is still really good. It's not bad by any means. But the thing about the Sonic Frontiers soundtrack is that it's a lot different than previous Sonic soundtracks before it. It's got like screamo music now, which is really interesting. And people are literally memeing the Titan boss theme. So it's like, how did that not win Best Soundtrack of the Year? When you can meme the soundtrack, that's saying something. Like, flat out. To get frustrated at communication errors. Yeah, seriously. Best rage game of the year. How Sonic Frontiers players... Yeah, okay, no. The Genshin Impact cheated. Flat out. The developers bribed their community into making fake votes for in-game currency. Like, how desperate are you to have to do that? The game wasn't even made that year, either. That was a year before, I think, and... No. Sorry. Sonic Frontiers is the true winner of Player's Voice. The true winner of Player's Voice. Flat out. Yeah. For an award and not spam votes. I know exactly. The freaking... It's dumb. They said they removed all the bot votes, but if that was the case, Sonic Frontiers would have won. So clearly they did not remove all of them. I think they kept just enough to make it artificially beat Sonic Frontiers. Okay, have a good one, Omega. Stay safe. Take care. And tower control was real anti-fun. Yay! More like blaster control. I mean, yeah, if you like Genshin Impact, like, if you enjoy playing it, then that's fine. I got nothing against that. But when you do something like that, just for an award at the Game of the Year, you literally cheat your way to do it, that is just not okay, dude. That is just low. It's pitiful. It's embarrassing. But yeah, I try not to, talk too much about topics like that because, so yeah. I guess I'll remain on a spectatite. And how long has it been? An hour? Okay, I got another 50 minutes of streaming. yeah, back on the topic of weapon kits that I'm hoping to see. Okay, Nintendo. Okie dokie, Nintendo. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let me check for more friend requests real quick. That's not where I go to check it. This is where I go to check it. You goofball. Yeah, I'm still not seeing any new ones. Jeez. Do 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 do. Okay. New room. Let's go. Colorwell's toothbrush. I mean, interesting question. But mine is just happens to be blue. Go figure. How sure none of you saw that one coming. Actually, here's something funny. Imagine using I'm pretty sure like everybody does this. I've done it before. Like, imagine using a Crest toothbrush with Colgate toothpaste, or vice versa. Crest toothpaste with a Colgate toothbrush. Like drinking Pepsi in a Coca-Cola glass. Or drinking Coca-Cola in a Pepsi glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. You don't know what to say. What's the color of your toothbrush? Okay, I'll go down the list on spectators. You do that? Yeah. Okay, so is there anyone still here that has not joined yet that still wants to join? Please let me know. I'll make sure you get in within the next lobby. I know Paul said he wanted to. What did I do? I know, I go down the list on spectators. I'm sorry. You'll be playing the next game though, so don't worry. I like how help and a doctor are like, you know, next to each other. Help a doctor. Haven't joined and you would like to. Gotcha. And I know Jacket hasn't joined yet either, so I'll make sure you guys get in within the next one. And I can still say that Rainmaker is my least favorite ranked mode. Playing with randoms is a nightmare. No one ever picks up the Rainmaker. And I'm using a Slayer weapon, so I'm gonna try to keep the enemies at bay. But guess what? The rest of my team does the same thing. So I have to go pick up the Rainmaker. And then, due to the, lack of communication there, everything goes downhill. Rainmaker with randoms is a nightmare in this game. I thought it was bad in Splatoon 2, which it still is. But in this game, everyone just goes for slaying. It's like, dude, no. If you're a backliner, then I guess you can pick it up, because everyone else is going to be on the front lines, keeping you safe. Like, dang. That's gonna end so quickly. It's cool. But yeah, I'll make sure Jacket, Paul, and Hap all get in within the next lobby. I'll make sure you all get in. Would you like to join us? Would you like to join us, Subspace? You're more than welcome to. The next Laughfest will most likely have Minecraft Metalwork. Minecraft Metalworks as a tricolor map. I'm actually curious to see how that one plays out. The Sucker Cleaner is definitely a rank mode based special. Definitely not a turf war one. Undertow tricolor, way more than we normally have. I mean, yeah, I think the redesign for it was pretty good. Though I did have one problem. Like, one of the walls next to, like, the place you can climb up was uninkable. And the one next to it was inkable, so it's like, why can't you ink both of them? Like, what's the deal with that? I don't understand that at all. Makes no sense. Ooh, dunked. G to the G's. Help. A doctor. Guess you're a Rainmaker, man. To do that, you gotta play nothing but Rainmaker. Okay, last match, and then I'll reset the lobby. I'll make sure those of you who want to join will get in. Okay, this time only one player has to spectate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This weapon is very ink hungry too, so for what little damage it does. I mean, I guess I can understand the concept that this weapon isn't supposed to be a slaying weapon. It's a support weapon, but like in the least effective way possible. It's like literally a bomb launcher or a bomb rush in the form of a main weapon. You just keep laying down explosive ordnance across the stage that provides chip damage to make it easier for your teammates to splat, or make it easier for you to splat already injured opponents. Which is an interesting concept, but the way it plays does not work very well in this game. Because literally, every other weapon in the game is either like a one-hit or just 10,000 times better at doing what this weapon does. And the hit does not help it at all. Toxic Mist does nothing, and Killer Whale does at least little to make even more chip damage, but that's only if people get hit by it, which they don't because they can avoid it by moonwalking. So yeah. You can literally just do the moonwalk and avoid that freaking Killer Whale. Here we go with Clam Blitz. I kind of like and don't like how you need only 8 clams to get a super clam this time around. Because that can be both a problem and a nice to have. It takes less time to build up a super clam, but there are some instances where I'll accidentally build one up when I didn't want to. Jeez. What's with the fancy music? Like, no. Yo, imagine... Okay, there's one space open for one more ability to be added to the game. So I'm hoping it's not MPU, because if it is, that just means Nintendo has not learned. I mean, given the current state of this game, they haven't learned in general, so... Because I have a clan with you at all times. Literally, one of the better things to do, if you're running Ninja Squid, obviously you're not going to want to make a super clan because Ninja Squid will be completely useless if you did. What you do is, you know, make sure you need only one clam left to get a super clam, and just keep tossing that one clam forward. Gradually picking up a clam after clam after clam. While that is more risk-reward, it certainly beats having one of your main abilities be completely useless. Jeez. Okay then. G to that G's. Okay, so now I shall reset the room and make... What's the next round? The next round I'm going to reset the room, so... If you want to get in and have not yet, now is your chance. I'm going to make sure that everyone gets a chance to play. However, if you need to send me a request, let me go ahead and make some space real quick. Now's the time. No communication errors shall occur. Gosh darn it. Everything's backwards for me. Your Pro Controller got greasy. You can fix that just by wiping it with a paper towel real quick. Okay, let's see. Anyone? I don't exactly play with anymore. No. Yes. No. Yes. Let's see. Okay, don't quite remember who this person is, so... Well, make sure it doesn't get greasy then. You don't want to bust another Pro Controller. I mean, yeah, you'll still have the Joy-Cons, but those things are susceptible to drift. I mean, then again, a Pro Controller is also susceptible to drift, but I've had my Pro Controller, like, twice as long as my Joy-Cons and have not gotten drift on it. Meanwhile, my Joy-Cons got drift within, like, the first freaking 4 months of using them. Blech. Okay, same password as usual. Gonna make sure that Paul, Jacket, and Apple get in here, along with Tyler. Though if you're not on my friends list, Tyler, you'll have to send me a friend request. But if you're friends with someone in the lobby, that would also work. Okay, there's Hap. Fix ranked. Yes, I agree. Fix ranked. It's atrocious. Still don't have drift, surprisingly. Nice. Yeah, my Joy-Cons got drift within like the first 3 months. Or first 4 or whatever months of using them. Meanwhile, I've had my Pro Controller for like twice as long, and it still has not had drift. Your nickname to Fixed Round? Ah, so that's you. Okay, got it. This round is going to be Turf War. Okay, and there's Jacket. Yeah, I agree though. Fixed ranked. Ranked is absolutely atrocious. And I think the main reason for that being is because sometimes, like, you'll be paired up with randoms, and the other team will be a well-coordinated team on VC. So you're going to get obliterated. That doesn't really happen in X rank though, due to the fact that, you know, you can't exactly play with friends in that. But hopefully they bring League back, because that was really fun. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got room for one more. Units League. Seriously. I don't know why they did not include it on day one. It is so stupid. They just cut so many corners with this game. There's no losing music. I mean, there is, but it's not exactly, you know, it's more like a dumbed down version. It's like not saying like your team lost. It's like saying your team gave it a nice try. So it's not like So, like, it's not as depressing sounding. But there's also no losing animations either. It just shows the winning team's winning animations. Like, okay. Cool. Seriously. It would be cool if... That would be a missed opportunity. They bring back losing animations, but you get to, you know, choose losing animations like you can with winning animations. I think that'd be pretty neat. A serious missed opportunity, Nintendo. That way losing wouldn't feel so bad. Maybe that's why they got rid of the losing animations and stuff. They wanted, you know, not feel so, like, as, you know, I guess, like, demotivated when you lose. But the thing is, that still happens regardless due to how terrible the matchmaking is. So if you lose, it still feels bad because it's like, okay, yeah, cool. I had 3 chargers on my team, and the enemy team were all frontline weapons. Thank you for that, Nintendo. Much appreciated. Thank you. Matchmaking and weapon distributing in this game is still really horrendous. Does that make sense that see the winning animation from the other team? I know, that it's still dumb because Nintendo just cut so many corners with this game. They really did. I mean, the story mode was really well done, but, well, which is nice, but, you know, the main part of the game is the online multiplayer aspect, which is at its worst. It's at the worst it's been in the entire series. And again, in fact, I would argue it's the worst than any online shooter. Just plain flat out. But you feel like when you see the enemy team's winning animations. I know, actually, in a sense, that kind of makes it worse, because it's like they're almost like flexing on you, like, yeah, we win, what are you gonna do about it? Instead of just, like, showing the losing animations. So, it, like, has a complete opposite effect if you think about it. Good luck to both teams. Let's go. You lost, now vibe to the upbeat music. Honestly. Jeez. Seriously, if they bring back the losing music and animations, it'd be nice if you have emotes for the losing animations as well. Because that way, I think that would make it less demotivating if you lose. Because at least you'll get this, be like, okay, you know what? I want to see this animation if I lose. So if anything, I think that'd have a more positive effect on if you lost. But this is Nintendo we're talking about. What do they know? Quite literally, not a zilch, not a thing. Yeah, we finally get tender missiles on a charger at least. But it's like the least charger of all chargers. It's like the one you need to get up close to be effective with. And yeah, Bamboozler and Splatoon 2, one of the kids had 10 missiles, I think, but that wasn't exactly a traditional charger. That was, again, more frontline-y support-oriented. So it's like the chargers they give that special to are ones that are kind of an oddball pairing with it. And I will accept that request as soon as I can. Whoever is sending me it, please let me know what your username is so I know who it's coming from. Actually, something that would be cool is like the winning emotes. You have like 3 different versions you can choose from for the weapon you're using. There's the default one, and then there's 2 bonus ones. I think that'd be pretty cool, because some of the weapon winning animations are kind of lame, if I'm being honest. The Splatana winning animations are kind of lame, not gonna lie. They just slam it into the ground and like lean against it. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but I want to see them twirl the darn thing. I want to see them twirl the freaking Splatanas, like they do with the ink brushes. Juan, how's it going? Welcome. That was a close one. Yeah, those animations are kind of lame too. The shooter animations are pretty cool though. How to use Zipcaster? A Zipcaster is definitely better for like ranked modes, and Turf Wars not so much. I know, they need to put losing animations back. They seriously do. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, you can join if you would like to. There's one spot open. Yoink! Oh, this thing splats so freaking slowly. I know, Nintendo, like, for some reason, in both games, shooters were dominant. And it's the same thing in this game. Nintendo just has no variety at all. They put like 10 different weapon classes in, but you only see one, like 90% of the time. Yeah, I hit somebody. What the frick? Got splatted while coming back. Yay! Avoiding the killer whale like it's not even there. I have no reason to worry about it. The only good thing about Killer Whale is that it can actually go through the freaking vacuum. Ouch. Oddly enough, the turf coverage buff that the Tri-Stringer got actually doesn't do much for it, if I'm being honest. It still does not paint its feet that well, and it still struggles at painting due to its tri-arc. So it's like, it doesn't do much anyway. If anything, it needed a damage buff, not a turf coverage buff. Like, seriously. Yeah, as you see, it still doesn't do anything in terms of turf coverage. It's still pretty bad at inking its feet. I know you're down there. I know you're down there. But yeah, this is called the I want to lose weapon of the game for a reason, am I right? Because whenever you use this weapon, you tend to lose a lot. That and the slow charge time doesn't exactly make it viable for comboing into different, you know, its explosive attacks, because it takes too long to charge up another one. And the range doesn't help either, so it's like, what they wanted this weapon to be good at, it's not good at all. Like, flat out. Yeah, so like whatever they wanted this weapon to do, they failed miserably having to do it. Like just plain flat out. It's atrocious. Like in every way, it's bad. It's outclassed in literally every category in the game. Range, damage, consistency, accuracy, turfing, inking, you name it. It's outclassed in everything. Literally everything it is outclassed in. Mobility, turf coverage, it's there. This weapon is completely outclassed in every category imaginable. Sloshers are better at hitting over obstacles than this weapon, and chargers are better at backlining than this weapon. So it's just a really bad weapon in general. There's no reason to use this weapon, like outside of, like, just actually wanting to lose a match. Flat out. The only way you get splats with this thing is if someone's already damaged, and I mean like badly damaged. If they're at 50% health, you're still not gonna splat them with this. That's it. 5 times in Rainmaker match. I mean, even in a mode like Tower Control, it still sucks. Because you know where everyone's gonna be going. You can fire in advance, but the damage is so minuscule that it literally does nothing for you. It's like, the weapon is just like, hey, you guys want to win? No, I'm gonna use this weapon. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you for that, Black Prism. I guess. Have a nice day to you too. Yeah, that damage is a lie. Let me test something. Oh, too late. You do a bit about the Tri-Stringer. I mean, it's one of these weapons that just has no real niche. It tries to be a combination of a charger and a slosher, and just absolutely fails miserably at it. Sloshers are much more faster and consistent and better at sloshing over walls, and chargers are just, you know, better because they actually do this thing called, oh, I don't know, one hit. This thing has a potential one hit, but that doesn't mean it's a one hit. It's literally the I want to lose weapon of the game, flat out. You have no reason to use this weapon outside of literally any other weapon that exists in the game, with the exception of possibly the 5 sniper, whatever, sniper record. I don't know. Because I think that weapon is actually worse. If you get store charge in squid form, then yeah, I think it would be better than this weapon. I mean, you can't even store a charge with this weapon. And its range isn't much. You can't even store a charge. If you can store a charge with this, then yeah, I think that'd be good. Combined with maybe potentially being able to freaking have making it not slow its charge down while you're jumping. You're a squiddy. I don't think it's either. I think it's just Nintendo threw it in there for the sake of saying they made a new weapon class, but they didn't bother making sure it was good. It's just like, hey, a new weapon class. There, now will you guys shut up? We made something new. It's like, no, I'm not going to shut up because you ruined it. Not to mention, you got the idea from fans, so you're plagiarizing, pretty much. Good job, Nintendo. That's the only way you get any success nowadays, is taking other people's ideas. Yeah, the arc in its shot does not help either. If it just shot one arrow and had, like, maybe a very slight arc in its trajectory with a slightly longer travel time, I think that would be a better weapon than what this one is. Like, flat out. Undo. Do 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 do. Yeah, and let me tell you something else about this weapon. Watch this. The stage itself gets in the way of it. Literally, this weapon has every last thing imaginable in the book going against it. The weapon kit, its performance, the stages, the weapon comp, the matchmaking, just everything. It is not a viable weapon in any shape, size, and or form. And if you like the weapon, that's cool. But don't say it's good when it's actually bad. Because that's kind of dumb. That, and it's way too ink hungry for the little damage it actually does. But yeah, enough of my complaining. Until Nintendo makes a better kit, then I'll probably use the weapon. And gives it a meaningful buff. And when I say meaningful, I mean a buff it actually needs. Not a stupid turf coverage buff, which is doing literally nothing for it. Even its object damage is bad. Eyo. And there we go. This match is really getting nowhere. Uh-oh, someone DC'd. 2 people DC'd. Alrighty then, Nintendo. Thank you for that. Sheesh. Fry, how's it going? Welcome. How's it going? Peachy, how's it going? Welcome. Dang, been a while since been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Okay, so feel free to rejoin those of you who got hit with Nintendo's nonsense. I'm gonna switch my weapon out. Let's try it. Let's give Ninja Squid an old try with its new rework. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, jeez. There we go. Okay, so now 2 people gotta spectate. So, you just got in, so I'll spectate you 2. Really, Mako Mart again. So much map variety, am I right? There's no variety with the ranked modes either. You'll literally get like Rainmaker for one rotation. The next one will be Splat Zones. Then the one after that will be Rainmaker again. Then after that, it'll be Splat Zones again. It's like, jeez. You can't tell me you enjoy Rainmaker in this game. Maybe with a well-coordinated team, it's fun, but with randoms, forget about it. This game mode is a nightmare. When you're playing with randoms, Rainmaker is the absolute worst. Like, flat out. Who, what, where? Okay. Ooh, I was gonna try to combat it. Nope. You can get randoms though? Well, then you're lucky. Because my teammates all suck. I always go for the splats because I'm using, you know, this weapon. It's a frontliner weapon. So, but my teammates are like, oh, no, we want to do the same thing. And no one ever picks up the Rainmaker. I always have to be the one to pick it up, despite me using a weapon that indicates, hey, I'm going to be a frontliner. You guys, who has the least frontlining capabilities, pick up the darn Rainmaker. Just like how it was in Splatoon 2. I carried an ink brush, so I can make a trail for my teammates to follow. But no, everyone expects me to pick up the Rainmaker. So the matches don't get anywhere. Yay. Koharu, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? Learning Spanish? Nice. Okay. Okay. Crud. Torpedo got shot down. Hello. But yeah. Bien. ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? This Rainmaker is not moving. Now it is. Ooh, almost. Oddly enough, the Rainmaker explosion won't cancel a torpedo. But everything else in the game will. Wait, where? I'm actually surprised that didn't one-hit me. The one-hit range of the frickin' Platonic Stamper is actually pretty... bombarded by frickin' burst bombs there. Ouch. One minute left. Ouch. And they're making... Oh, you actually could have made that jump. Oh, crap. Wait, I got somebody? Okay. Torpedo for the win. G to the G's. Hmm, 16 splats, I'll take it. Kept getting cornered. Yeah, that'll happen with this game. Clam Bleats. Oh boy. Okay, next to spectate. Undertow Spillway. Again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this thing still needs fixed. Something tells me that the way the test enemies work is they showcase the way the weapon is supposed to be, but in actual matches, it doesn't. Making Nintendo make you think that they work, but they actually don't. Goo! Ouch. Burst bombs. It's funny when you get splatted and you still see the screen shaking due to everything that's going on around you. Like, jeez. Okay, now the only problem I have here is I do not know where the frickin' basket is. Oh, there it is. That answers my question. That's a pretty tight spot. Wow, just a straight hit. Oop, gotta move, gotta move. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. I did not want to pick up a super clam there. I did not want to pick up a super clam. But the clams just spawned right on top of me. So I kind of accidentally grabbed the one. Thank you, Nintendo. You got freaking splattered by that freaking sprint. Rolls. I did not want to pick this up. Thank you, game. Why did they make the hitboxes of these things bigger or something? Because I do not want to pick them up. I do not want to pick them up. I just want to swim by them. Thank you. Thank you. I pressed the A button, excuse me. You're lying through your teeth, Nintendo. Like you do about, I don't know, everything. Wipe out. Too bad it's after the fact. Gosh darn it, Nintendo! I did not want to pick that up. Can you stop making me pick it up? I did not want to pick it up. Why you make me pick it up when I don't want to make Super Clam? See, that's why I don't like it being 8. I prefer it be 10, so that kind of nonsense won't happen. Like, I didn't want to make a Super Clam there, gosh darn it. I just wanted to swim. And there we go again. They're spawning on top of me. It's like Nintendo wants to give my position away. I do not appreciate that, Nintendo. I'm not. Oh, why did they change it to just needing 8 instead of 10? I wonder. And there we go. Wait, why am I eating this thing? I can literally just... Actually, no. I think rushing forward with it would be a worse idea. I do not like how it's 8 clamps. That completely screwed me over so many times. That was so stupid. But GG's. I hope they make it 10 again, because no. I'm trying to be stealthy, and the clans spawn on top of me. And completely like, hey, I'm over here. No, Nintendo. Make it 10, please. Okay, whoever's squid bagging, please stop. That's not okay. If there is someone squid bagging, then yeah, please stop, because that is not okay. Okay, I'm going to do one more rotation, and then we shall get start. We shall call it a stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, sorry, I gotta spectate you. Mincemeat metal works. Oh, perfect timing then. Yank! Random weapon suggest. How about arrow spray? Yeah, good job, Nintendo. Okay, so one more lobby, which means another 5 games, and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream. But yeah, I'm hoping the Splatoon Wiper gets a better kit in the future. Because while this one is okay, it's kind of bleh. Torpedoes get shot down and cost 60% of your ink, and they do little to nothing to help you actually close in. So, hoping it gets fizzy bombs for the mobility front. Because it really needs it. And then, I'm hoping it gets something like a Inkzuka to help combat the longer range threats. Because the Ultra Stamp still kind of is meh. Still kind of doesn't really work at the time. Ouch. I'm going this way. Ouch. Yay! Fixed ranked. Yeah, seriously. I like how, now I've seen two names that are referencing just how bad Nintendo's, like, you know, their inability to do anything right is anymore. Like, seriously. Double! Uber Eats, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? Wait, that actually got you? How the heck? Dinner table. Yeet. Oh, wee. Ouch. Go. Hello, goodbye. Oh, it didn't do the cluster? Aww. Well, that's too sad. G to the G's. But yes, spam sucks. Not really. Oh, Splash comes. Yeah, welcome to the meta. Have a good one, Dylan. Take care. Stay safe. Let's go back to the next match. Okay, if they're still doing it. Okay, I shall spectate. You guys have fun. Hammer! Which is still kind of not very functional. Unfortunately. The Xbox One Splat Zones, I think, would actually be pretty good. Oh my gosh. This map is a disease. I'm so glad I'm spectating. This map is a freaking disease. Jeez. Imagine running nothing but... Imagine running nothing but special charge up with Golden Arrow Spray in this game. Sprinkler and Booyah Bomb. Almost hit him there. Nice. I would end off my streams with squid parties like I used to in Splatoon 2, but we don't really have a very fitting map for that right now. I guess it wouldn't matter which stage I do it on, but I don't know. I might not. We shall see. That seems kind of one-sided. The freaking winning screens are really awkward when there's less than 4 people. It just like stays there for a second for some reason. I shall stay on spectate. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You guys have fun. Yeet! Yeah. Goes hard in this game. I don't know what it is about it, but in Splatoon 2, I despised using the weapon. In this game, it's actually pretty good. I can do well with it. I don't know what they changed. Since no armor. That could be a reason. I mean, ink armor really... Like, looking back at it, when compared to, like, the bubbler from Splatoon 1, it wasn't all that much, but ink armor really did make a huge difference. It was pretty busted. Especially if you paired it with, like, 2 subs of ink res and 1 sub of bomb defensive DX. That made it almost... That made it ridiculously hard to deal with. Like, seriously. No, you're cool. Seriously, I'm really looking forward to the next season. I want to see a new Stringer kit and a new Splatoon kit. And I hope they are good. Like, if I see freaking killer... If I see, like, freaking... I mean, anything is better than freaking... Even Sprinkler would be better than Toxic Mist, but I want to see the Stringer have a sub-weapon that is actually good. I think it needs Burst Bombs to do anything anymore. Like, honestly. And I would like the next special for the Splatoon Viper to be Trizuka. The last match? Oh, this will be your last match? Because I have another 2 matches for this room. And then I'm going to call it a stream. Bam! Zipcaster just... yeah. Jeez. Okay. So you gotta leave now, Hap? Gotta get ready? Okay. So I'll continue, but I'll put you on spectate. So... Scorch Gorge. Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge. Yeah, whatever. Screw this stage. this stage sucks. Yeet! Waiting for players to get ready. That. And good luck to both teams. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I suck at aiming, I suck at aiming, I suck at aiming, I suck at aiming. I gotta learn not to use the control stick to aim and use the strafing speed of this weapon to actually aim. Not the stupid control stick. Because as you can see, that is doing me much better. Fight bout. Jeez, that sounded one-sided as heck. What the frick? You did nothing that game. Well, if you think about it, doing nothing is still doing something, because that something is called nothing. I have no clue what these games are. Maybe even with... when you play with friends, Nintendo doesn't get any matchmaking right. Okay, last match, then I'm calling it a stream. On Flounder Heights. Oh boy. Wait. Okay, let's do it. Last match, and then I'm calling it a stream. Good luck to both teams. This one is Clam Blitz on Flounder Heights. And good. Visually really nice looking, but not a huge fan of the stage, honestly. Noopity noo. I shall puppy guard this. Ouch. What did I just tell myself? Not to use the control stick while aiming. Anna, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? Because that results in only missing. Peekaboo! Okay, gotta move. I really do wish it was still 10 clams to hit. Because the 8 really throw me off sometimes. It's like, I get it much sooner than I would like. Denied. And the Ultra Stamp admittedly doesn't really do much. Because it's still kind of busted. Ugh. I need one more. Oh my gosh, the Ultra Stamp is still not that good. It's still not exactly the definition of very good. It's still fun though. I mean, I got kind of the hang of it now that I main this weapon that has it. So I kind of had to learn how to get relatively good with it. But unfortunately, the Ultra Stamp still kind of sucks. The hitbox is still really wonky and it hardly really does any damage anymore. Jeez, those missiles took a century to get over here. Do, 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 do. Nip. And there you go. That's why you 100% need Ink Saber Main with this weapon. I ran out of ink and I could have prevented that. How many times has that happened now? Like, there have been so many instances where I could have just, you know, prevented a freaking push. But because I ran out of ink, yeah. Ink Saber Main is the most important thing to have for this weapon. No buts or ands or ifs about it. Plain, simple, flat out, factual truths. You guys are gonna have to protect my rear for the remainder of this match. Ouch. Why you no grab the super clam? And GG's. Yeah, of course we know how we got a score, duh. But I could have scored, but unfortunately, one, I ran out of ink, like I always do, because Ink Saber Main is the most important ability to have with this weapon, which is why I'm gonna pretty much use nothing but 3 mains and 9 subs of it. And, yeah. Unfortunately, the kit doesn't provide very good openings, because Torpedo gets shot down and takes up literally 99.99% of your ink tank, leaving you with nothing to defend yourself with afterwards. And the Ultra Stamp is still kind of not very good. It takes 2,000 years to bring out, and another 8,000 trillion billion decades to be able to throw it. So yeah, I'm hoping the next Splatoon kit is actually better. I would like to have Fizzy Bombs for the sake of freaking mobility, and Trizooka, which is infinitely better than for range attacks than throwing the freaking that hammer. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream right Here, so I'm gonna go and line up all my shoes again. I don't know, it might just be me, but I feel like everything in this game consumes ink much faster and much harder than it used to. Refilling ink consumes ink. Jeez. Let me put it that way. Refilling ink consumes ink. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream right here. So, with that being said, I'm going to see you guys all tomorrow for some more private battles with Splatoon 3. And next weekend, I'm not sure what I'll be doing. Depends. Jeez. So we have Puggsy, we have Vimo, Phantom, Juan, we have Paul with a very fitting username, Fixed Ranked. And I know there was a lot of other people in here earlier. We had Nijpun, we had Hap, we had, let's see who else was there. We had Jacket, we had Peachy, we had, who else was there? We had Skipper here earlier as well. And let's see, a few others, which I probably don't recognize right out the gate. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream right here. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for some more private battles in Splatoon 3. So, I hope you all had fun. Until next time, love you all. Take care.